I'm being stalked by a panther. Up in the tiger fort. Hey, pretty eyes. Yes, this is Blackie, the indoor-outdoor cat that my dad adopted when he found it under the hood of his car. Color one-eyed Jackie. So welcome back to the tree fort for another review. Not very many knives here, but we do have this here. Big ol' fixed blade. Let's get into it. Ha ha ha! Welcome back to Baxter's Blades. That was absolutely hilarious. Big old heavy diving knife just fell right out of the tree. At least it didn't stick me in the foot. So what have we here? We have an Aqualung diver's knife. This one specifically is made in Japan. This is from the 70s. It was gifted to my dad in 1980. It had been used for years. Let's take a look. I forgot a measuring tape. It's big. It says stainless steel Japan. You got a patent number there. You can see that the serrations are well worn. The blade is extremely dull. The spine has been hammered on. This is what they would use to go diving for abalone and use them to pry them off the rocks. At least that's what my dad used it for. Explains why it's rusty and beat up. You can see how big it is. I'll have to get a measuring tape. Yeah, not too much of a spectacular knife or anything, but it's very fascinating looking these up, and they still make them. You can still buy them. Brand new, I think about 85 bucks. She's a beast. Heavy. This pommel is big and flat. You could really knock some stuff with it. With how beat up the back spine is, I'm surprised that this pommel isn't completely beat up also. Some sort of plasticky handle. A Japanese stainless steel. Now the new ones, I'm not sure where they made. The website's never specified where they're made. I'm assuming they're made in China nowadays. I do not know, but this one was made in Japan. I think it's just 420 stainless steel or 440. I have to look it up again. And the sheath that you would strap on your leg diving. I was surprised at how heavy it was, but I guess when you are scuba diving, you want the weight and you don't notice it in the water as much. Now, granted, you cannot scuba dive for abalone anymore. You can only free skin dive. So this might not be your first choice. But looking up Aqualung, you know, they make other scuba diving products, and they had plenty of other different type of fixed blades for diving, more blunt noses, which are a style so you don't poke stuff when you're underwater. But they still do have the, you know, the pointier ones. Well worn, well used. When I asked my dad if he had any more knives, he busted this out. And he had given his Marine K-bar to his youngest son, Danny. So I do not have that here. And I figured I'd just do a quick showing of this. Let's get a measuring tape. So here we go. It's got a blade length of 7 1/4 inches. The handle length is 4 inches, not including the guard and pommel. If you include the guard and pommel, it is 5 1/4 inches long. So what is that? I think it's 12 1/2 inches overall. Yeah, just about 12 1/2 inches overall length, in case you were wondering. I have seen these on the used market for as much or more than new, so maybe these Japanese ones are more sought after. I have plenty of fixed blades. He offered to give this to me, but I don't think I could sneak this in the bag on the airplane. I guess I could check a bag, but I'll let him hold on to this for sure. I would like to clean it up and sharpen it up for him, though I don't know how much scuba diving he actually does anymore. Let's see if I can stick it back in the oak tree here without stabbing myself in the foot. Yes, it will stick into the oak tree. Very cool fixed blade. There's plenty of options out there for fixed blade diving knives. But this was, you know, if you want a beater to pry off abalone, which abalone hunting, like I said, doesn't happen that much nowadays on the West Coast. You can't dive for it. You have to free dive, snorkel. This may be a good option, or just a beater survival knife. Well, thank you for joining me in the Tiger Fort. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Look out for those acorns. They're gonna fall. Take care.